Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Bears at 9-3 here on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tristan Ebner, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Come out throwing here on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That is caught by Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets up. Now on the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. We're down to the 41.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off play action, Fields.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
And they've got this down to about the 12.
Second half of this contest.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And a bit. First and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A handoff for Herbert. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Herbert. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Santos now to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
They've got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left.
Soldier Field, always a tough place to kick, especially for younger guys who don't kick here regularly. And I think the Winds just claimed another victim.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break. Fields
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 50 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Fields throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. Open man, Lamb, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Here's a give to Herbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw is Fields.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Santos' kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Final minute now in the third quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Peterson.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Open here, Adam Thielen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing the offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on the receiver to find it just before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they now move the ball over 60 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Given 3 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Lamb on the end around. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Now Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Santos' kick is up and through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He's back to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to be incomplete. So this defense is a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're playing ready for finishing.
But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to show.